Hey y'all, this is Laura with Jot and Tittle Typewriters. Welcome. Today we're going to take a look at a Smith Coronet Coronomatic. That's a lot of words. So, a Coronomatic is an electric typewriter, but it doesn't use the regular spool ribbon. It uses a cartridge. And the cartridge is right here on the side. And you just press this, it has like a lever here, and you just press that and a cartridge pops out. And this is what it looks like. And we do carry replacement cartridges on our website, so no worries, you can get them. And they are, you just go to our website, jotandtittletypewriters.com, and you can order them there. Okay, so let me show you, and here I'll just lift this up. We kept the original color on this because we thought it was really pretty. It's a light gray, really pretty, and it's real nice. This is going to be good for kids, students, anyone that is looking for a less expensive typewriter, but it can do a lot of work on it. So this is going to be good for that. All right, so back here, there's your paper holder. This is called a carriage. Carriage release is these black levers right here. You press it in while holding the carriage. Nice strong bell. These are your margins right here. You just press and drag. All right, wherever you want. There's a paper guide here to help you load in straight if you need it. So I'm gonna bring my margins in. I bring them in pretty narrow for my typing demos. Now this is a 12-inch carriage, which makes it nice because you can put in different size papers. So you can put in landscape, portrait, you can put in just odd size papers. So I think it's a great option for crafters. Okay, let's keep going. I can't pop open the top because there's no need to access it because your cartridge just pops in and out. The nice thing about the cartridge is you don't have to remember to reverse the direction of the ribbon, and you don't have to get your hands all full of ink when you change the ribbon out. You literally pop the cartridge in and out. And the cartridge will just keep going around and around and around until you use up all that ink. And so when the font gets really faint, then it's time to get a new cartridge. Okay, this is a electric typewriter. It does need to be plugged in to an outlet, and it has a manual return. So let's turn it on right here, and we'll do our typing demo. So I'm just gonna set the paper right there. Turn the handle, and that feeds through really easy. And just make sure you pull up this bar, feed that paper through, and then put the bar back down. I like to bring it up to make sure it's even. I'm just off a little bit. So this lever right here on the right side, if you pull that forward, that releases the tension. There you go. On the left side is your line selector, so that when you hit your return handle, it's going to advance 1, 2, or 3 lines. Now think of your typewriter as a word processor and a printer all in one. You don't type out what you want and then hit print. It prints as you type. So with that being said, you're going to make mistakes. And that's okay. So there is no erase button on this, but there is a backspace button, but just remember backspace does not erase. You can just type over, X out, line through, or whatever, and then just keep going. It's totally fine to make mistakes. It's just part of typewriting, and it's honestly, embrace it. Okay, so let's do some typing. So this is, I'm not sure if it's the 60s or 70s. I would say 1960s-70s. And oh, I had it on all caps. So let's try this again. See, you make a mistake, you just keep going. So I had it, the caps lock on, which did the symbols and not the numbers. So let's try this again. 1960s. Oh, that's better. Dash. 70s. Oops, backspace. Over, so I can type over it. Coronet. And then this is a Coronomatic. All right, Now, the one thing about the cartridges, they only come in black only, so you don't have the red option. But this looks really good. So let's test out each of the keys. And this is your tab bar. So if you hit tab, and I don't want it that far, so let's set a tab right here. I'm gonna hit set, and I'm gonna do the symbols, which we did some of them earlier. All right, so let's go on to the next line. So tab is not necessarily required for typing. It's for those of you who want to do columns, or you want to indent at the same time, same place for every paragraph. Or, you know, I find it quicker just to hit the space bar 5 times, 2 times, or whatever it is you do. So, but it's there if you want it. It's great for columns, kind of what I'm supposed to be doing here. Oops, shift lock. Oh, I didn't shift lock. Oh, there we go. Okay, so there's 3 keys on an electric typewriter that have an auto repeat. It's the dash, the period, and the X. Okay, and that's good for covering over mistakes. So let's say you wanted to cover over this line. I just go X through it, and then I just start over. That's how I deal with my mistakes. Okay, let's go ahead and type some sentences. And I keep making mistakes because I can't see my hands. My stand is in the way. And really, I shouldn't be looking at my hands. My typewriter teacher would be like, well, why are you looking at your hands? Anybody else go to typewriter class? Most of you are probably too young for it. Okay. Keep typing. Okay, did you hear that bell? That bell says, hey, you're at the end of the line now. This typewriter isn't going to go to the next line on its own. You're going to have to hit that return handle. But if you don't, and that bell goes off, you're going to hit your margin, which I'm about to do, and I'll show you what to do. And all through that house. Okay, I got to finish my word. I got hoe there. I don't want a hoe. I want a house. So I hit margin release, MR. And you finish it, and then you go to the next line. Okay, so this is a great working typewriter. I recommend it for kiddos, students, creative writers, crafters, whoops, backspace, crafters, and such. Now, it can handle book writing, longer projects, but I think there's more interesting typewriters for that. If you're doing some serious writing, I recommend getting a serious typewriter. So, okay, thanks so much for watching. You guys are the best. Happy New Year and happy typing.